That's what we're after. And we are live. Game 2 of the day. Really excited to see what happens here. Beans is back in the lineup for Dr. Wookie. Obviously the rat is back in the lineup for Loveland B. Right at the start of the game, green team looks like somebody coming through underneath. I expect to see them pop up under the switchback. Oh, Strickford manages to get Beans off the drop, so looked like Beans maybe went underneath to go get the bases.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
Ran head on with the red commander Strickford. Good work there by the rat. Oh, manages to shoot his own team.
Do it!
Fire team has taken the lead.
Unless you look for the reset. Pretty good start here by both commanders. I would say Strickford's probably got the edge at the moment. Looks to be on his way to his first hit without the base. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out at the moment. Nobody's gotten in to get any lives off the rat. So good start here by the red team. Really protecting the rat and making sure that they don't lose any of those lives too early off the medic. Rough start here from Do Not Pass Go. Losing a lot of lives.
Earth team is trailing by 520 points.
Be interesting to see if Strickler has any thought whatsoever about going to get the bases to drop this first nuke. Beat Beans to it. Looks like he is going to do it as well, which is surprising. Beans has gone back to get resupply, which I think is a smart choice. It does mean that Cody has got to do a little bit of work, and he might be in trouble here when Strickler drops this first nuke, which I imagine will come momentarily. You want to see Strickler kind of drop here. I'm surprised that he hasn't yet, unless he's back taking resupply.
Earth team is behind by
looks
1,300 points.
Fortress is cramped up, and they might have had an issue here with something with the referees. Didn't actually see. Maybe there was a player that collided, but Sewercuse is crammed up in the chamber here. Really don't want to be in this position where everyone is kind of stuck. Good work there by Cody, running out, taking some pressure off, and then coming back and getting some resupply. Beans is having to do a little bit of defensive work, which I know that he probably doesn't want to be in that situation. Looks like Strickler's not going to drop his first nuke yet, which is interesting, unless he's waiting for resupply. There he is. He's back in the resupply getting some. So maybe he's going to get full drop and use that as a platform to attack from. So good work there by White Ninja taking putting some damage into the green team. A little bit tentative at the moment. You can see players doing battle on the second floor. Here comes Strickler's first nuke. I think it might have been a little bit late, but he might find himself in a situation where he can do some damage. All of the green players now back in the resupply. No pressure off that nuke. Bit of a nothing nuke, that one. Would have liked to have seen Strickler either drop it much earlier or get full dropper and use it as a platform to attack into the resupply, but it didn't seem like they're doing it. Sort of floating at the bottom of the third floor. Gonna be a good nuke drop there from Beans. No pressure here. They're gonna look to get some medic hits. So that was a great medic hit there from Evo, getting the rat. He's down to 4 lives. They haven't really been pushing the red resupply at all, though. So You're right, Sneaky. The spacing not looking super good. They're all kind of cramped in chamber. I think now that Cody has gotten a few, you'll see him floating kind of the ramp and that back wall a little bit. You'll see Do Not Pass go down and get some sweet medikits. Love to see it. The game, again, is pretty even. White Ninja sitting a little bit lower than he kind of would like, I think, but he manages to get some resupply there. Unfortunately, no pressure coming in from the green team along that third floor into Fortress. As you can see, if you're looking at chamber, these players are looking all the way down that corridor into Fortress. So that corridor leads all the way into Fortress. You can see that whole area kind of very clearly on the cameras. Cody there getting taken down, but it looks like he mutual who was shooting down on the second floor. Good pressure in here from what looks to be White Ninja. Good missile there by Beans. Good job. Cody standing firm. He gets taken down. This will be interesting. Here comes. Oh, good work. Wow, that was close. Good nuke there by Beans. And in comes, looks to be Cody, Evo, sorry, running down and getting some hits. Did he manage to get in on the rat? He did. He managed to get in, take some lives from the medic. So the red medic are down to 10 lives. This is looking really good for this Sewercuse team. Cody's a little bit low, but I think he'll be okay.
Missile away.
Strickler does have his next nuke there, so but it feels like his nuke drops are just a little bit late. Like to see him get those a little quicker. I feel like you kind of need to make a decision. You're going to hold on for your nukes and maybe drop 2. Like if we see him drop at around 30 special points, it'll be... I think again a little late, but here he drops now. He's gonna have to make the decision to go back and get some resupply though. He's running pretty low. Do not pass go. Sitting precarious at 3 lives. He is back in the resupply though, I believe. There you go. He takes a double. Great work from him. Good timing in this game from Sewercuse. Again, they'll be really pushing to take points off this Loveland B team. I know that they're still, day 1 and day 2 still getting used to kind of moving around this maze, but it looks like they've got a little bit of continuity as long as they can get their rhythm going. Cody looks like he might be in need of a little bit of resupply. Beans is going to take the opportunity to get a couple more here before Cody comes back to take some.
Switching to
Looks like Cody's been doing a bit of work down in the fortress to try and kill the resupply. Excellent work here, though, from the scouts from Red Team. Just trying to be a little bit annoying around the bottom of that
team
green
is trailing
ramp.
by 2,000 points.
This battle between Fortress and Chamber, though, is fascinating. My eyes fixed on those two camera angles. I haven't really been looking too much at the ramps this game, but I'm sure, as you can see actually on that bottom left-hand corner, looks like Do Not Pass Go, I think, and Cody both doing work out of the chamber. Oh no, looks like Evo and Cody doing work on that chamber, putting pressure into Big Box, so they can kind of establish some position there.
Requesting clearance for nuclear strike.
confirmed.
There goes another nuke by Strickler. Manages to detonate. That's going to force Cody to go back into the resupply down there. You can see in chamber. Going to take a couple of doubles to try and get full. Jackal's still on 8 lives. It's a lot of lives. The Rat's still on 7 lives. He's got a lot of lives. The big difference here might actually come down to bases. Less than 6 minutes to go. Not a lot of bases. Beans is going to drop another nuke.
Earth team is behind
Good
by
nuke drop.
2,200 points.
And you'll see Cody come out. I think he's aware that some backtracks have been sent, so Cody there
Hey, what are you doing,
gets
man?
taken down. Good defensive work there by the red team in Fortress. Keeping the heavy at bay. But he's managed to get hit, and he's running in to get some medikits. Oh, great work there by Cody. And he's in a position to get some excellent medikits. Get some excellent resets. Manages to reset, not sure who that was. It might have been the Rook or Azra. Oh, and he is bouncing. He is having a field day. Loveland B have stayed in there for too long. And Cody gets the missile there on the heavy white ninja. Great work by Cody. That might have just secured them the win. That was awesome. The rat all the way down to 1 life. Jacko hasn't lost any for a little while. Oh, the green team not paying attention. Oh, the Rook just walks in and flushes everyone out from that spot. Oh, that kid is why you keep your head on a swivel. Oh my goodness, what a swing. Luckily, Jackal's only lost 1 life off that push, so Sewercuse still in a very strong position here. Everyone's got a good amount of lives. They really need a push to get the rat out on before he can manage to fill his team up. If they can get the Elam here, that's going to put them in great stead to win this match.
Switching to full on.
What a swing! That was awesome! Trying to contain myself. Apologies. Beans is doing work this game. I'm glad that he's managed to put some meaningful minutes in this
Earth
arena
team
even with
is
his
trailing
injury.
by 150 points.
Strickver though, Strickver still hasn't got his bases. If I was him, got no shots of lives. He really needs, after getting maybe 2 or 3 more resupplies, go get those bases, drop his nuke, get Jackal as low as possible. Jackal's still on 7.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
You can see that both teams have kind of given up their position in the resupply spots. White Ninja there able to keep Do Not Pass Go from getting them more than once. The Rook has positioned himself pretty well in chamber here. It's hard to kind of get back into that position if you're the green team. The rat is out of the game, so the lives that red team have are the lives they have. Strickler is at his next nuke. It'll be interesting to see what happens. He's got no shots though, so
Switching to full on.
it's always risky to drop a nuke when you have no shots. You're in no position to actually protect yourself from anyone looking to come and
Space
defuse.
Marine requesting clearance for nuclear
He drops
strike.
anyway
Confirmed.
and detonates. Good work there. We stop
Fire
Jackal
team
down
has
to 1
taken the
life.
lead.
Be interesting to see if they can take his
say we
1 off.
take off.
Oh,
Has
Beans with the
taken
counter
sight
nuke.
from orbit.
Boosting now.
Great nuke there by Beans. And Jackal gets the power boost off and resupplies the teams with live. This is coming down to the wire, kids. What a game.
Missile away.
Code I will show you after this, actually. I'll bring up the 3D map and we can kind of have a look at it. In fact, I've got a video that I'll show you. We'll play the video. Beans has come through clutch for his team here. Strickler's actually had a pretty good game too. Needs to go get his bases. Be interested to see if he could get to another nuke, to his 5th nuke, I believe.
Fire
Just you
team
can
is
tell
trailing by
with Jackal still being in the game, they
3,200
haven't put
points.
enough pressure on. Red team are missing a lot of their bases. The point swing will be interesting here if they could go get his bases. Do Not Pass Go needs to go get his as well. I think the green team will put themselves in a really good position to last the rest of this game. I don't think they need any more resupply. Don't need the downtime. There goes the Rook. No more points coming out of the Rook. Judoku not too far behind them on 2 lives. I don't think green team will get the Elam here, but they should be able to manage the win. Judoku killed out without getting that base, so that's another 1,000 points down. Azra not too far behind. Wonder if she can go down and get the base that
60
she's missing.
seconds until extraction.
60 to
Earth
go,
team
kids.
is leading by 1,600 points.
60 to go. This game is close. Do Not Pass Go really needs to go get his base. Beans there with over 11,000. That's going to draw them closer with that base get by Strickver. He needs to go get his other one. Do Not Pass Go gets his base. Strickver gets his other. He's 2 special points away from his next nuke. If he can get it and drop, that's going to pull this game very, very close. Great commander play from both commanders here. This is coming down right down to the wire. 20 seconds left in this game. Oh,
Check your targets.
good missile there.
This is Bravo Echo 1. We're coming around on final approach now. Be ready to pick up in 15
There comes Strickler's nuke.
Roll them in there and nerve gas the whole nest.
He drops the nuke.
5 seconds until extraction. 4, 3.
Fire team
Oh,
has taken the
They
lead.
pull ahead. Red team
Mission
pull
complete.
ahead.
That's it, man. Game
Oh,
over,
red
man.
team have done
Game
it.
over.
What an absolute clutch base that was by White Ninja. Oh my goodness. What a game. Oh. Wow. Within a whisker. Beans doing all he could to will his team to that victory, but not quite enough in the end. That game was excellent. One of the best games you've seen so far, Spooky Bear? I agree. That was awesome. What an absolute barnstormer of a game that was. I think both teams should be pretty proud of the work that they did. I think standouts there, Strickler obviously had a great game. I feel that maybe some of the nukes were a little slow, but in the end it didn't matter. With a 13-7 score, that is an excellent commander score. That's upper echelon commander score. Well done, young fella. Sewercuse needs to work on positioning. I think they lost because of that. Possibly. There was that one... the instance where the Rook came in and kicked the resupply out of chamber from upstairs, that was pretty detrimental for them, especially because their team had actually, Cody had gone in and kicked the red resupply down the red ramp. So, yeah, pretty awesome. What a game. Since it's the why the swing would be 400. Game 2, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, so Beans rocking back at that commander position.
Earth team has taken the lead.
No change on green side, so White Ninja still in that heavy position as the Rook unfortunately gets a tag there. Strickler's commander doing very well on that second platform. You kind of see Cody here with those resets.
He's hype. Sammy, get
He's
hype.
a Cody fan. Yeah.
Good start here by Strickler, actually. Beans not having a great start to this one.
Fire team has taken the
Strickler
lead.
over that 1,000-point mark initially on his way to his first nuke.
Took him out with a heat seeker.
Right, not sure, Josh.
Yeah, Beans off to a little bit of a slow start here, but Strickler getting shut down a little bit, allowing Beans to kind of open that window back up, but Beans getting that base, so Beans about 3 special points behind with the base. But Missiles Jodoku. So Sewercuse here gaining a little bit of an upper hand.
Yeah.
Jackal still at 20. I love the fact that they're having Jackal play his playstyle. They're having him play really that playstyle he plays in Sewercuse. Tuck down, away. Nice nuke here from Beans, getting the pressure off of them. There's no backtrack there like for Fortress. They could have went back in there.
Earth team is trailing by 5,000.
Fox.
Just got caught out there.
But yeah, they are playing super low in crate here. So, you know, if you can keep this pressure on, which unfortunately Cody's not going to be able to stay out much longer, but Bean's staying out a little bit longer, but you got to be careful because that nuke hasn't dropped yet. Do not pass go, sitting there, crit.
Green medic on 7 lives. That's so low. Sewercuse has just come
Space
out and
Marine requesting clearance
basically
for
gone
nuclear
all in.
Confirmed.
Oh no, do not pass go, gets caught out on the nuke.
strike. Missile away.
Oh, he does. He didn't get back in time.
Double
Their team is
missiles.
their team is killing it if they can just survive. They've gone so crazy here in the beginning.
Yeah.
I definitely think that it appears to be. Oh, nope, the
Fire
resup's
team
back
is
together.
leading
So
by 2,600
he
points.
got meds first. So yeah, Bean's filling up here. The Rat at 5, but unfortunately, Loveland is resupplying way more efficiently than
Yeah.
Syracuse is. So
It's gonna be a
you know, you
race.
saw almost
for them.
all of Loveland. Yeah, almost all of Loveland was crit there.
Switching to full auto.
Yeah, I think Loveland B have done a much better job at the recovery. That was insane how low both teams got. 2
Yeah.
Full auto.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Lenny also going out without the 2 bases, so that hurts. But if they can capitalize here, Jackal's at 11, the Rat's at 5, Bean's still really far away from a nuke. But
Fire team is leading
in these
by
situations, though, like
6,100 points.
as they kind of hit the Rat again, as soon as that opposing medic dies, I mean, if I'm Beans, I'm getting as many shots as possible, and I'm closing the game out solo. Just going as hard as you can, because the more special points you get, the more nukes you get, you're easily able to eliminate the other
Coming up
team.
red ramp. Oh, Cody done. I think that's Cody. Breaking.
Missile away.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Beans. Beans in here.
The
missile
Beans,
and
yeah, and
the
Fortress.
I needed that.
Yep. So one more shot on. Looking for a reset?
Oh, didn't
Oh,
quite
he's
get
gonna
it in
trade.
time.
Cease fire. Cease fire.
Nope.
Took him out with a heat seeker.
No.
Good to be struck there.
Yeah, so you see here, Bean's not getting super low on that ramp either. That's really tough there.
Yeah.
Oh, but he gets the double shot on him. Oh my gosh. Oh, Bean's standing out in the open. You can't do that, bro.
Fire team is ahead by 5,900
Big
points.
thing here for Strickler. I'd really like to see Strickler go maybe, I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter now, but a little earlier, go get both bases and drop that nuke as soon as. Really capitalize on red team being low, and on the flip side, I really want to see King Fox here get full before Jackal gets any more lives taken off.
Yeah, the hard part here is you kind of see Evil there on that second platform. I would have liked to see Evil go big box instead of just trading with the scout, because then you're supporting Beans getting up.
Yeah.
And you kind of see Loveland stuck on the third area. So they have the resupply low, they have the other resupply low.
Strickler might be going for 2 here. Like, if he
2.
just gets his bases.
Yeah.
Going to be able to drop 2, and that's going to swing the pressure way back on. Unfortunately, Syracuse not able to capitalize on the Rat being on 4 lives. He's been on 4 lives now for quite some time.
Yeah, it's also rough. Like Syracuse not resupplying efficiently downstairs. I know it's super hard when you're in the heat of the moment, but you, like with Green also resupplying at the same time, like
on nuke.
there's no reason why they should have outpaced you in resupplies.
Be interesting to see here comes the nuke from Strickler. It's going to drop 2.
Space Marine requesting
Yeah, it's gonna get
clearance for
Jackal out.
Fortunately, Beans will be in a position to quickly counter nuke, which might swing things
Yeah.
a little bit back. But yeah, with Jackal being taken out in those doubles,
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from
here's
orbit.
his response. Good nuke there.
Yep.
Rat's still on 1 though.
So
That's huge.
yep.
Fire team has taken the lead.
So the Rat going out there didn't set a backtrack. He's kind of looking at the ref and he's like, you got to go farther than that. I don't think the players realize, like, you have to go all the way to that corner for that to be 10 feet. You can't just go around, stick your foot around the wall, and then come back around the wall. It's not. Yeah, it's not 10 feet. But I like what Cody's doing here. He's low. He's just kind of baiting people into sight lines. Beans attacking the backside. Oh, they're gonna get pincered here. Cody gets takedown on the back. Yeah.
Ugh. I hate that shot so much.
Yeah, you guys can see it prime here, like not coming around square. Phaser's coming first every time too. He has his arm covering the top of the phaser when he comes out like that. It's tough.
Earth team has taken the lead.
It's really on those referees that are in chamber to kind of see that stuff.
Yeah. You can kind of see though, like they're not really. I know they have 2 refs there. They're watching like the chases and the paths and everything, but the one responsibility of the ref that's closer to the chamber is to look down the hallway, like to watch for those.
Yep.
Specifically, and unfortunately they're just kind of hanging out talking.
Yeah. There's 2 there. They are right next to each other. Not, I mean, it's in game now, so they're gonna go for a wonder, but yeah. I mean,
it is rough. Like
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, with one of them needing to look down that third floor corridor, there's no reason why they should be leaving and kind of like looking at what's happening on the ramps.
Yeah.
In fact, I would implore anyone that is currently listening that is on site in LLT. If you have a look on the bottom right hand corner, you can see 2 referees standing next to each other. Or you could until mids move back. That's not good enough from the refs. Someone has to stay in that position and look down that corridor regardless of what's happening during the game. That's not good enough.
Yeah, we saw it multiple times there against Cody, who's also a heavy. So like the 11 players setting up, they have their gun like against the wall and they lean forward, so the gun is the first thing coming out. But the way they're holding their phaser is they have their arm covering the top of it.
Yeah.
So they're also covering their chest and they're coming out thinking their shoulders clearing. But you see just a little bit of the wrist and arm motion of the phaser coming out first to shoot.
And you don't have to be, you know, we're in a position where we're kind of at a side on, so we're not seeing the shot, but you can tell by that body position that's not a clean shot.
Yeah, you can also, like, we both played there, we've both seen that shot hit us, and you're just like, ref, can you please watch that?
Yeah. I mean, it's maybe I'm a little biased. It is something that I see more in the American player base than I do in the Australasian player base. We actually had a big meaning about it during last year's tournament, and you actually see a bunch of the players that were at tournament last year have really made efforts to stop that from happening. Cody being one of them. Cody made massive strides last year to avoid taking that shot. Or at least, you know, fixing the body position. Which makes me happy, you know. You see it there in chamber again, leaning from chamber, looking down into the fortress. Whoever that is, I think it's Judoku, just stepped out. He just lazily stepped out and threw his gun around that corner before clearing it. So I'm gonna have a look at some of these replays later on today and be making some
screenshots.
Screenshots to show, because that's the one thing for me that's gonna kill, you know, our competitive scene. Because if we've got half the player base not tidying that up and the other half are, it puts the ones that are playing fair at a real disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like in those moments where it's like super tense, you're going back and forth, and like, you know, Cody getting shot down like that prevents him from the pincer move with Beans. And you look at it and it's like, well, that could have been, you know, game changing if he gets in, takes the rat out even earlier, and then they get flushed downstairs. Like, who knows what will happen in the game. But getting shot like that multiple times, you could see the frustration in Cody too. He kind of drops the gun, he looks at the ref, and he's just like, what's happening? He walks back, gets shot, and he limbed out the game. But yeah, it is unfortunate. Like I said, been on the receiving end of that shot many times. It sucks. Like, usually I'm able to trade with it pretty well, but it's still unfortunate where, you know, you're shooting the phaser and you're just like, well, I wouldn't have gotten hit if he would have came out sooner, or I wouldn't have like traded. I would have, you know,